Ayanna Pressley is an American politician who is serving as the U.S. representative for Massachusetts' 7th congressional district since 2019. Her district includes the northern three-quarters of Boston, most of Cambridge, and parts of Milton, as well as all of Chelsea, Everett, Randolph, and Somerville. A member of the Democratic Party, Pressley defeated the 10-term incumbent Mike Capuano in the primary election and ran unopposed in the general election. She had previously been elected as an at-large member of the Boston City Council in 2010. Pressley was the first black woman elected to the Boston City Council and the first black woman elected to Congress from Massachusetts. Pressley was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, but raised in Chicago, Illinois, an only child. Her mother, Sandra Pressley, worked multiple jobs to support the family and also worked as a community organizer for the Chicago Urban League advocating for tenants' rights. Her father, Martin Terrell, struggled with addiction and was incarcerated throughout Pressley's childhood, but eventually earned multiple degrees and taught at college level. The marriage ended in divorce. Pressley grew up on the north side of Chicago and attended the Francis W. Parker School. While at the prestigious private school, she was a cheerleader, did modeling and voiceover work, appeared in Planned Parenthood bus advertisements, and was a competitive debater. During her senior year of high school, she was voted the most likely to be mayor of Chicago, and was the commencement speaker for her class. Her mother later moved to Brooklyn, where she worked as an executive assistant and later remarried. When Pressley was elected to the Boston City Council, her mother would often attend the public meetings, wearing a hat that said, Mama Pressley. From 1992 to 1994, Pressley attended the College of General Studies at Boston University, but she left school to take a full-time job at the Boston Marriott Copley Place to support her mother, who had lost her job. She took further courses at Boston University Metropolitan College, also known as Met. After leaving Boston University, Pressley worked as a district representative for Representative Joseph P. Kennedy II, for whom she had interned during college. The work included assisting constituents with Social Security claims and working with senior citizens, veterans, and people with disabilities. Pressley became Kennedy's scheduler, then worked as constituency director, before becoming the political director and senior aide for Senator Kerry. During 2009, Pressley served as United States Senator John Kerry's political director. Pressley was first elected to the Boston City Council in November 2009. Upon being sworn in on January 4, 2010, she was the first woman of color to serve in the 100-year history of the Boston City Council. The only woman in a field of 15 candidates, Pressley earned one of 4 at-large spots on the city's 13-member council with nearly 42,000 votes. In her first year as a city councilor, Pressley formed the Committee on Healthy Women, Families, and Communities, which addresses issues such as domestic violence, child abuse, and human trafficking. She worked collaboratively with community members to develop a comprehensive sexual education and health curriculum and update the expectant and parenting student policy. Both were successfully implemented into Boston public schools. According to Erin O'Brien, a political science professor at University of Massachusetts Boston, during Pressley's time on the city council, she did not have the reputation for being controversial or as an outsider. In the council election of November 2011, Pressley faced a competitive re-election and finished first among at-large candidates with 37,000 votes. She won 13 of the city's 22 wards and finished second in 3 others. Pressley won Boston's communities of color and many progressive neighborhoods. In all, Pressley placed first in more than half of Boston's 22 wards. Pressley topped the ticket again in November 2013 and November 2015, and placed second in November 2017. In January 2018, Pressley announced her challenge to incumbent United States Representative Michael Capuano in the 2018 Democratic primary nomination for the Massachusetts' 7th congressional district. The 7th is so heavily Democratic that any Republican challenger would have faced nearly impossible odds, meaning that whoever won the primary would be all but assured of victory in November. With a Cook partisan voting index of D+34, the 7th is by far the most Democratic district in New England. No Republican even filed in 2018. Republicans last put up a challenger in the district during Capwano's first run in 1998, when it was numbered as the 8th district. The GOP has only nominated a candidate in this district 5 times since longtime Speaker Tip O'Neill retired in 1986. The 7th district is traditionally Democratic and is the state's only district.